Oh, okay. After next week's, yes, after week 4, we'll go and have brackets. Let's see if I can get RJ in here. Hello, RJ.
Hello.
Hello.
I was muted, sorry.
No worries. All right. Well, I think we're about ready to kick this off here. Sweet. All right, I'm gonna take a quick little break. I'll be back in a bit. Take her away, RJ.
Thank you very much, Temple. These guys should be on their way in just a sec. But very exciting race between ClassicJames and HunterRNG, both undefeated in the tournament so far, so one of them will take their first loss today. And honestly, I couldn't tell you who it would be, because both of these guys are absolute madmen at running this game. Alright, looks like we're off. Good luck to both the racers as we watch our nice little scenic O-Net cutscene. Hello, Uko. Hello, chat. I almost spilled my coffee. Good lord. Hope y'all enjoyed the first race. It was a really good race. Congrats to Desert with another extremely solid time, and Krogoth with just as good of a time, to be honest. This race has been really incredible with all the times posted under an hour and 10 minutes. I think the race from the average time from last year was about an hour and 12 minutes. So all these times, any time around that's going to be a solid race time. Well, let's see what these two can do as they're about to get out of bed. We're all familiar now. The beginning's a little bit on rails for about the first 4 minutes. You should be excited. This is going to be a very solid demonstration by both runners, I'm sure, on good strats, techniques, good decision making. You're going to see it all. Hunter is a fan of grabbing the bat later. He likes grabbing it on the third time through. And James is just going to grab it now. All we're really doing right now is just keeping an eye on their movement. If you're watching, both runners' movement will look probably almost identical. Hunter getting caught there. Commentator's curse. Tripping him up already. But all they're doing is making their way up to Pokey. Hunter's already on his way back down. Yeah, commentator's curse is strong. I'm going to keep my mouth shut about anything good that's going on. So usually we like to look at the mom fadeaway time here, but since Hunter didn't grab his bat yet, that also, Daniel, that's why Hunter's ahead. He didn't grab his bat yet. James did. We can't really tell until they're about leaving the house. So, you know, you casually walk up a hill to see a meteor drop, but, you know, your next door neighbor tells you to go home and go back to bed, and you just kind of listen. But now you're woken up a second time. Hunter still needs to grab his bat, which he will do after he goes back up into his bed for the third time here. Pretty good mom RNG there for Hunter. Not too bad for James. She didn't really go anywhere. There's coffee. I'm drinking coffee right now. So it looks like James is technically like a second ahead so far. Hunter's time is slightly ahead of James, but I mean they're neck and neck. Oh, he's talking to King. Doggo percent. You talk to him, you gotta take him. But now the fun starts. As they go outside, the spawns are activated now, and we'll hopefully see some dodging, some good technique here. James getting a crow, Hunter having to go back inside. The dog said, not today. Hunter gets a snake, a little easier to deal with, as James does some fancy maneuvers around a crow. That was nice. Hunter also getting a crow, trying to bait out that weird move. Oh, that's unfortunate. We took a slight step backwards and actually hit the spawn trigger again to get that snake to come in. Nice crit. The crows are pretty nasty, and pretty much throughout the entire run when you see them, but they're especially nasty right now. You could easily be killed by one. We got the cookie. Oh man, what a world. James getting picky, and he'll get our good friend Buzz as Hunter tries to make up some ground here. Goodness gracious. Good despawns though. Not quite pincered, just kind of looks like it. He'll take the safe despawn. So not the hill you want to see, but you know we're still going. Depending on their Starmans, they could be neck and neck still. James with an okay Pokepole. Hunter with a fabulous Pokepole. It's pretty much the judge of who's going to win the race is how good their Pokepoles are. So clearly Hunter's going to win now. Make sure you grab your bread roll at some point. Yeah, right. Hunter having some pretty unfortunate. That was one of the tougher hills I've ever seen, but he did well with it. James getting to his Starman fight. You kind of just auto fight here, let Buzz do his thing. Starman Jr. has about 200 health. I think it's exactly 200 health. So you're hoping Buzz can kill him in 2 turns. When you're hoping that Starman Jr. does as few fire attacks as possible. 83 is pretty solid. James is probably gonna be looking for something in like the 117 range as far as damage in the next round. Which is probably a pretty above average hit. Oh, he did just enough. 114. With the hits from all of the kids, that made it just enough. So a 726 for James is pretty good Starman time. Let's see what kind of fight we get here from Hunter. Fire Alpha, little faster than Fire Beta. Nice 122 hit. So we're looking for the next hit to probably be somewhere in the high 70s. But first we gotta re-up the shield, or else Starman Jr. would melt the children. That'll do it for sure. Nice. So an 816, honestly not that bad of a Starman Jr. time considering the kind of hill climb he had. So they're separated by about 50 seconds though already. So James having a nicer time getting up that hill. Hunter's in a little bit of a deficit, but you know, a lot can happen in O-Net. Every section has its own fun RNG nonsense that can happen. Lardna doing Lardna stuff and blocking Hunter. Lardna linebacker. All right, James is already outside. He's into light net. He's got to make his way up to the treehouse. Hopefully we see little spawns. So far, so good. Nope, I did it. I got him. Only one dog, not too bad. But he's gonna make his way up into this treehouse so he can grab a Mr. Baseball Cap, which is the strongest defensive rated item that you can have at this point in the game. But what we're gonna do is turn right around and go to the shop and sell it. Because with the money you have so far and the money you make by selling the Mr. Baseball Cap, you can actually buy two defensive items that together add up to more defense than the Mr. Baseball Cap on its own. Classic min-maxing in RPG speedrunning. I wonder how much of a difference it truly makes, because I think it makes your defense only one better. Hunter getting some bad dog spawns. Onet is just not being nice. At that point he was pincered, so take the dog in front. James, meanwhile, done all of the shopping. He's gonna make his way down to the arcade, where he's gonna take this like weird route to hopefully skip some spawn triggers for the sharks down here. Looks like it worked out just fine for him. Bracelet is +5. All right. Well, then that's a huge difference. That's what. Okay. Yeah. The Mr. Baseball is one above the regular baseball cap. Thank you, Rhea. See, I don't know all this stuff. James threw his first shark fight. Let's see how the second one goes, and actually get a look at how good that fight. It seems like it went pretty well. Yeah, he still has 32 health. Nice weak hit on the first turn. Hunter will do his shopping. He's got a little extra money. He's got $8 extra. What will he do with it? James will use his bread roll here. And he'll fight his Yes Man Jr. Nice smash. He's still gonna have to heal up though. You definitely don't want to do... Oh, did Hunter buy an extra crack bat by accident? Or did he just not take out enough? Yeah, that's okay. So as long as you don't do it twice, you do have an extra $10, which is still enough to make up for it. Frank doing Frank things to James here. But basically, anytime you get hit by Frank here, you're gonna want to heal. Nice, he's through. He'll start his Frankenstein Mark II fight. It's got a decent amount of health, and you get an extra life up back from the level up. Ooh, that miss is gonna stink. Oh, no. Oh man, he survives. That was close. Hunter hanging onto that fight by the skin of his teeth. And already having to dip into his burgers. James kind of just trucking along here, and he's through. With 12:59 on his splits for Frankenstein. Really good time. Hunter hanging in there, though. Really not out of it at all, because as both of them get through this next section, they'll both be going in their slug grind, and as we all know, that can make a huge difference in the run. James will gladly take his free heal. Alright, let's see what kind of fights Hunter could get here at Frank. While James goes and does some story stuff. Frank is also very aggressive. Leave him alone. No, the dodge. Just kind of like little ticky-tack things right now are just making it a little more difficult for Hunter than it has been for James. And Hunter using his last burger, so it is getting a little sketchy. But oh no. Unlucky, man. Just unlucky. So I'll take a death at Frank. Of all of the places to die in O-Net, that's not the worst. Dying at Frank. But yeah, he had to use a hamburger before he even got to Frank, and then he used 2 during that fight. It was just unlucky. Meanwhile, James taking out $140. He's gonna burger up for the rest of O-Net, hopefully. Meanwhile, we get a Fuzzy Pickles moment. You know, anything can happen still, like I said, though. Both of these runners are the kind of runners that can make up for it if the game will let them. Right now, the game is just not being friendly to Hunter. Oh, that was risky. But he nailed it. Burger up. Burger up, Brotendo. Meanwhile, James going into Giant Step to start his slug grind. I don't think I've seen a full James race yet, so we'll see what kind of strats he goes here. He's gonna stutter the first couple plates. Look at all these rats or mice. Doing a nice job there. Finally, one of the plates in front of him didn't have something on it. And it looks like he's gonna do the pretty common strat now that was just recently discovered, actually, where you will spawn and despawn this plate where he's getting his first pack of slugs on. And hopefully you get a rat at some point that you can get caught in the top part of it. And as long as there's a rat that's spawned near the plate, and you keep hitting the trigger, it won't spawn another rat. I keep saying rat, but they're mice. James down with his first, oh no, only 2, sorry, I missed how many he was actually fighting. He's gonna want to fight 22 slugs here. And there's a variety of ways he can do it, but for now, he'll be farming a couple packs on this first floor. Hunter, meanwhile, starting his Frank adventure again. Frank still being just as brutal as he was the first time. He's only hitting for 13. That's like one of the big issues here, because he will have to hit 5 times at least. Frank down, nice. And James is fighting his second pack. There we go. He does have a rat stuck there, so he is only anything that's going to spawn by hitting that trigger over and over again. It's only going to be slugs from now on, if something spawns at all. James also fortunate. The slugs are only hitting for 3, and he's hitting very hard. But after this fight, he should be level 10. That'll put him at 12 slugs. And just like that, I missed it. Hunter's already done his Frankenstein fight, so Hunter right back on the groove. Hopefully he can start making up some ground. They are pretty ratty. You know, at this point, just from doing the race and knowing that he took a death already, Hunter might be a little riskier in some situations where he may not be normally. We'll just see how he plays some stuff. Meanwhile, James getting his 4th pack slugs. He's through it. So he's at 16 slugs, and I'm guessing he's just going to try and get them all on this bottom floor, because another strat that people sometimes choose to do is they'll go up to the 3rd floor and look for a 6-pack, or try to get a 4-pack or on the 2nd floor, even. Both a little riskier than just farming it on here, but probably a little faster in the long run. I didn't actually get to see if Hunter had to use any burgers this time around, but I'm sure he's going to go buy more just to begin with. Yep, and it looks like he'll get his last pack. So after this, he'll be level 8, and he'll just try to make his way through the rest of Giant Step. Hopefully unimposed. That miss isn't going to be the best, though. Not like it's going to hurt him at all. It's just unfortunate. Hunter making his way to the spawn plate. Nice, sub 20 slug grind. Nice pace. Just absolutely flying. Meanwhile, Hunter stuttering for a skip sandwich. Getting into a fight with an Antoid, though. I think he did shop before Frank. That's a good point. So James at level 8, just trying to make his way up here. He'll try to stutter. Hunter also getting a cookie. He's just going to use it right away. Smart man. Did I miss a pack? Is James only at 16? Am I crazy? Or was he just doing it because he has enough to rock in? I think he might have just taken that because he has enough to rock in, yeah. So not a bad choice, because that plate's a little hard to despawn sometimes. And he had the side points that he's going to refill immediately outside. Uh-oh. Not going to be able to stutter that one, though, unfortunately. He did 2 6-pack spawns on the top floor. Or the first one was a 4-pack with 2 Antoids, but... Anyway, like, more than 6 sprites is pretty much impossible to stutter. He's going to try and run. Luckily, he's not getting hit very hard. But every time he runs and doesn't kill one, he has to watch all of their moves. Hunter taking a fight with a rat. I don't think he wanted to do that, but unfortunately the rat didn't actually get stuck. James is finally outside. He'll restock his side points here. He's gonna have to grab 2 butterflies. There's definitely pros and cons to doing the 6-pack versus not doing it. But the 6-pack strat is also a little riskier. Because you never quite know what's going to be on that floor, either at the top of that screen or all the way to the left. I, for one, am a big fan of the 6-pack as well. Oof, that stinks. So you go through that door sometimes, the Antoids are just kind of on your head already, and you can't do much about it, but James one-shotting both of them. Getting a cookie. Can't carry it. Just gonna drop it. Hunter, level 7. His EXP is gonna be a little confusing because he's taken 2 rat fights already, but... So I think that would still... I don't know exactly how much they are, if they are similar to the slugs or not. But 2 individual ants probably are at least equal to 2 slugs. 59 on that first rocket from James on Titanic Ant. Not the best hit. And that shield's gonna stink a little bit. You kind of just have to bash it out. And losing his side points. Not the end of the world. He does have his burgers. Just gonna have to probably be a little more conscious healing. Meanwhile, Hunter fighting another pack of slugs. Should be able to mash that out pretty easily. Eating another burger. It's gonna let his health fill up a little bit. You need another one. Jeez! Oh my goodness. Titanic Ant is not giving up. Please. Hey, he hit for less than 50. James's last burger. A nice shield there. Nice, he's done. That was a tough fight, but he did well. Yeah, the smash that James hit on Titanic Ant will get rid of the shield immediately, so that was actually very clutch for him as he was running out of burgers. But he's through it, you know, did well, as we would expect. I think this would put Hunter at level 8. Yeah, so Hunter's got his rock, and he's just got to make his way through the rest of Giant Step. Yeah, you kind of hope you're not going to get hard hit. Ooh, Hunter getting red swirled by a mouse there. So he does have, he can heal if he's feeling a little worried about it. But that was pretty scary. Yeah, if James didn't get that smash off and he ran out of hamburgers, we might be having a different discussion. But did well, got just enough luck that he needed to get through the fight. Meanwhile, Hunter stuttering every spawn in Giant Step, using the skip sandwich like a pro. He should only need one butterfly. Put him at 27 psychic points. I would assume James is going to buy more burgers. Yes, indeed. Hunter grabbing an extra burger from the present there. You can't go into the cop gauntlet with nothing to heal. That'd be kind of crazy. Meanwhile, Hunter knowing what his offense is at, that he can one-shot these Antoids. Fortunately, there was only one spawn in there, so he just killed it. Both getting the Antoid on top of them spawn. Yeah, Hunter likes his skip sandwiches, so you'll probably see him a couple times in various situations. But as James starts his cop gauntlet, we're going to see what kind of fight with Titanic Ant Hunter can get. Defense down's a nice first turn. 54, another weak hit. James hit for 53, Hunter hit for 54. Ooh, only 2. Not the end of the world, so he could still life up if he needed to. It was a good magnet roll from the ant there. James threw his first cop. He's got 3 more before he gets to go fight Captain Strong. Meanwhile, the ant's hitting for 49 of Hunter's 50 health. And finally, a semi-chill hit. Hunter going for the auto fight. And he's through. Nice. Much smoother of an ant fight for Hunter, but so far that's been about the only thing for him that's actually not just tried to ruin his day. Yeah, James choosing to use one of his life ups. I like the comp gauntlet too, because there's a lot of different strats that people will use if they try to go through their burgers first. Some people will use 2 of their life ups to save 2 heals. Some people don't care about their psychic points at all, and they'll just heal as much as possible. There's a lot of things you can do. Cop's not being nice to James so far. Crushing chops over and over again. He's got one more. Got 2 burgers left. So if this fight doesn't go particularly well, yeah, he's gonna probably have to dip into his heals. No outspeeds for him, which kind of stinks. So that should do it. 48 health, I would imagine he's gonna start the fight with Captain Strong by healing. Because that is in one-hit kill territory if Strong chooses to do so. I didn't get a look at how many burgers Hunter had left, but I don't think it's too many. So James is gonna heal. Gonna just keep his psychic points for healing. Captain Strong only has 140 health, so it's not the end of the world to just bash it out. It just takes a few more turns. Nice smash. He's done with a 30-19. It was probably smart. I think he got hit relatively hard on that first hit, so it was probably the smarter choice to save it, but it is his choice, like Uko said. 30-20 for James and Onet. Pretty solid time. Giant Step was not James's friend. He was cruising through the first couple parts, and then Titanic Ant had some other ideas about it. A good first cop fight for Hunter. Hunter's only got 2 burgers left, so he'll probably be pretty generous. Ooh, nice smash. And like an outspeed smash. It's a nice little butterfly spawn for James there. He'll be looking for one more as he makes his way through the entire next section to Happy Happy Village. But if not, he can at least rely on the very last spawn plate not the very last spawn plate, but one of the later spawn points in Peaceful Rest Valley. Hunter threw his 3rd cop. Use his last hamburger, but he still has all of his psychic points, so he has a heal. He has a bunch of heals, so if he needs it. Meanwhile, James is going to take out basically all of his money and make a save for a death warp that I'll be doing later. So Hunter with 26 side points. I would think he's going to heal as well to start the fight. Nice moves there by James. Avoid that spawn. Let's see, can he get it? He did it. Nice. 32-48 for Hunter. So they're only separated by about 2 minutes and 20 seconds at this point. So even though James has a pretty solid lead, that's not a guarantee by any stretch for the rest of the race. Hunter recovering very nicely from the early nonsense he was dealing with. Meanwhile, James is going to be making his way to Peaceful Rest Valley for the first time. Trying to avoid the mushrooms and the sprouts along the way. Not even going to think about that butterfly. Not necessary to grab a butterfly just yet. Like, it's not life or death or anything like that. Hunter grabbing his burger so he has something to give to Apple Kid. Pretty unlucky spawn there. But you'll notice for the most part, anytime there's a mushroom or a sprout on the screen, if there's enough space, everybody will just kind of move around them. Woo! James playing a little risky there, but paying it off. It's a pretty tight space, so as long as your movement's clean, you can make some moves like that with the erratic movement pattern of the UFOs. But he had to go up a little higher than you usually do, but typically all you need to do is make sure that pencil blockade spawns into the game's memory, and you don't actually have to see it. You just have to hit a certain point on the screen for it to spawn into the memory. But James had to do some despawning, so we got a good look at it. And then fortunately for us, that blockade's not much of an issue. Apple Kid has a solution for us. James grabbing his last butterfly. He's full on everything. He's got full psychic points, got full health. He's ready to go. Hat person being a jerk. Blocking his way. I don't know what to call it. I just called him hat person. Silly hat person. James grabbing his pencil eraser, make his way back now. Hunter trying to get there for the first time. Both of them having pretty clean sprout tunnels. As I say that, James gets blasted with spawns. This is what I get. I need to stop talking about the nice stuff. Just calling it as I see it. Look what I did to James. Okay, he's good. Getting stuck at those doors wastes a little bit more time each time you have to do a despawn. Hunter walking, looking good. James getting to his pencil, about to get into the meat of Peaceful Rest Valley. Pretty unlucky spawns for Hunter there. There's nothing he could do about it. Kind of, oh my goodness, again. But he should be able to, I don't know, I wouldn't risk that either. Really unlucky. James doing well to not get pincered. You see James make kind of a out of the way movement there. I think it's to skip a couple or one or two triggers. It doesn't skip a spawn trigger completely. Or all of the triggers completely, but it does help out. Good movement from James there to avoid the tree. I've got my tropes. Talk about the things I know. Stick to it. Meanwhile, the rest of PRV absolutely clean for James, and he's through. Very nice. Oh, right. No, I know what you meant to. I was just memeing around. James gonna do a little bit of shopping here. He's gonna upgrade his bat, and he's gonna upgrade his hat. Bat in the hat. Meanwhile, Hunter grabbing his second butterfly, and he'll be into PRV on his own. James also gonna buy probably 2 croissants, at least. He's gonna buy a third one. He has the money. It's nice to have at least $200 when you're done shopping here, so when you do your eventual death warp after the happenings of Happy Village, you still have enough money to resurrect Paula. The crows thought, but James was ready for it. Hunter getting blocked again by spawns. James starting his shack fight. It's a fight with 2 cultists and a crow. The common strategy is to just start the fight with a rockin', and if you have more than 1 enemy left, you just rockin' again. So let's see what kind of damage rolls he gets here. Hunter having little trouble so far getting through PRB. 119's nice. That's going to be a kill. 88's a good hit. And the crow hit. Nice. So he's probably just going to bash. Ooh, good. No call for help there. Really good fight to conserve a rockin'. Just in case things get a little dicey in the next cultist fight. I don't know if Hunter saw a... I'm not going to say it. A single spawn in PRB. That was really good. In his splits, which he's going up against his PB, he actually golded PRB. So good for him. James making his way to the cultist lair. See if he grabs a skip sandwich. He did. He did it. We know Hunter's already grabbing it. That's a given. We just wanted to know what James was doing. Next cultist fight. You're just gonna bash it out. Hopefully you don't see a call for help. Oh, if you do see a call for help, you're hoping it doesn't work. Not bad. Not bad. Ooh, and he hit level 12 here, so he's gonna get his health level up now, which is good for the next fight. He'll be able to tank a hit right off the bat for Carpainter. At least I think. I don't know what his high damage rolls are. Got 1 lightning connect for a pretty strong hit. Already had almost 200 damage. Nice! He killed him before he even got the heal up. I mean, that's not great for his health, but that was a crazy good Carpainter fight. Meanwhile, Hunter getting a call for help, unfortunately, but, you know, at least his Rockin' did kill 1 of... Oh my gosh, another call. Dead. 88. Don't do it. You cultist E, everybody. Nice. Nice. That could get a little out of hand. Hunter getting, I guess if you could call it good luck to not get killed in that fight. That's true. So just because he has a lot of health doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. A good Carpainter fight, like a really good fight like that, can outdo some bad RNG in your Death Warp for sure. Hunter gonna buy some fresh eggs for some extra healing. James is gonna collect Paula. That is probably a weird way of saying it. He's gonna get Paulo to join his team. And then he's gonna drop both of all of his defense items and the teddy bear that Paula comes with. Another cultist call for help. Jeez, give it a rest. Ah, thank goodness. I saw the call for help and my stomach dropped. Ooh, no spawn there. Unlucky. Let's see it. We want the mole to do the thing here and kill James. Nice hit to start. Well, let's see. James will repeatedly use the ATM card and just attack with Bala. Bala is dead. Ooh, is that a gut save? Nope, not quite. There you go. Pretty good Death Warp. Meanwhile, Hunter on his Card Painter fight. No Sonic Boom hits or Crashing Boom hits for the first turn. Hunter only using a Skip Sandwich to heal so far, so even though Card Painter missed there, didn't heal too much more than he already had. Nice. Good Card Painter for Hunter. When he did not get his, he already had his big level up because he's fought every cultist in Happy Happy Village. So he's at a very nice health for the Death Warp fight. And he had his Skip Sandwich, so we get to watch him go fast for a little bit. It's over. Oh, and he didn't actually grab that Skip Sandwich. Call me a liar, right? Make me a liar right on stream. I guess he has enough already. He does buy a couple in Tucson. Meanwhile, James just doing some story triggers so he can progress to the next area. The first match was won by Desert. She had a nice 108.59, I believe. Really good time. Cool butterfly spawn right in the door. He's like, come on, man. It's either Janet or the butterfly. Who knows what's going on in Happy Happy Village. I'm guessing Hunter already dropped his stuff. I must have missed that. I guess technically if you wanted to, you could drop the stuff before Card Painter for whatever reason. But I think he did it afterwards. Let's see what kind of Death Warp Hunter can get here. Come on, Mole, do your stuff. All right, not too bad of a first hit. Nice, two-turn Death Warp. That's just what you want to see. Meanwhile, we get our first Runaway 5 concert on James's screen. Hunter will do his story triggers. I always like asking chat, which Runaway 5 member is your favorite? I'm a keyboardist man myself. The sign. The sign's in the band now. Left mic. The sixth one, exactly. Bolt gets it. Bolt gets it. Duster. I think we're on the wrong game. See, that's a good question. One that deserves an answer. Next determining factor of who I say wins the race or not, what side of the bus will James take? He's a right side bus kind of guy, so he's my kind of guy. You saw both runners, they kind of make a movement to the side. To skip a photo trigger right in front of the theater door. Yeah, right side is the right side. Ugh. The girl in the theater doing a little troll job. Get some sweet bus tunes, though. And we'll get a Hunter's Runaway 5 concert. I don't know why you're saying that. You know, some of that's just uncontrollably bad RNG. Semi-burgerless. James making his way through the graveyard. Another aggressive graveyard we see here. Both runners had a pretty aggressive graveyard in the first run. This one being no different for James. I like it. Those trash cans have similar aggro radius to like the mushrooms and the sprouts. James taking advantage of that. So I had a tough time kind of getting through the graveyard, but I let him out pretty easy. Good stuff. Both right side bus runners after my heart. They both win in my heart. That's all I needed to see. Great runs, everyone. Great stream. Nah, they did the right thing. They did the only thing you could do. James starting his winter segment. But first, he's got to grab Tony. Tony %. We're going to Geiges, boys. Not a ton going on here, just a little bit of a back and forth with Maxwell. For some reason wants to give you a key that doesn't work, then gives you a machine that makes it better. Let's see what kind of graveyard Hunter can get. Can see a little bit of lag on his screen, but nothing too troubling. And you'll probably notice like both runners, when they talk to the zombies, they make like a downward movement into like that little alcove to try and keep the enemies from coming straight at them, if there's anything there. So other than that one despawn, really clean graveyard. James getting his bad key machine. He's gonna go back to the lockers. He's gonna grab a pop gun and a Holmes hat. And I believe he dropped his this defense spray. So he'll skip a little bit of a text in the tent at the bottom. The crowbar. The bad key machine is the crowbar. James is gonna pick up Bubble Monkey. We saw Bubble Monkey do some pretty Bubble Monkey things in the first two runs. We'll see what kind of annoyances Bubble Monkey does for these two. Nice movement there, seeing that the crow was stuck. So as I was talking about it earlier, James dropped his broken spray can, so he won't get that text. Small time save as long as you know the menus, which James certainly does. Nice. Now we get to see our favorite character. Tessie was the original Smiler emote. Look at that majestic creature. Yeah, and James even got a little bit of a monkey pull there too. That's a good call out. So if you actually get Bubble Monkey where he stops kind of at the top of that alcove-ish area, you can get to the other side, kind of pull him. Because if Bubble Monkey is close to the bottom left, it's a shorter flight distance for him to get on to Tessie. Yish. Hunter equipping his stuff. Just a heartwarming smile, exactly. James has landed. We bid farewell to Tessie on his screen, but don't worry, we get one more Tessie ride for this race. Don't be sad. James making that diagonal movement kind of seemingly out of the way, but that's to skip a spawn trigger that makes a gruff goat spawn in between those trees. They're pretty nasty. You don't want to be in a fight with a gruff goat. Now James fighting the hardest enemy in the entire game. The Proto. Doing pretty well so far, but I was afraid of that. Oh, good call for help, though. Hey, look, a cookie. Healing up with his boiled egg. Hunter also dropped his broken spray can. James trying to get the duck to cooperate a little bit here. There you go, that's a good movement. He's gonna drag him all the way. Get out of there. Nice. Easy duck skip. Easy second proto skip. Nice job. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Generally, people, as they go into Pond Cave, they'll look for an empty first plate here. Only taking one despawn for James to get that. And then a couple despawns on the middle plate, and he's pretty much through the first door. Nice butterfly spawn. Let's say, is he gonna do it? He looked like he wanted to stutter that. Really wanted to go for it. It's gonna be a little interesting. I'm sure he's gonna try to pull that rat or that mouse out a little bit. Oh no, he's got it. And smart movement from him there to go to the bottom and kind of glide up that edge through that gap there. Really, really nicely done. Not many people would even think to do that in the first place. And James made it look extremely easy. The third room's though, the third room is just like, chill, please. You sir are going way too hard. Here's 30 mushrooms. All right, he's free. Just kidding. There's more mushrooms. Just kidding. Meanwhile, Hunter's fighting the first protoplasm. He's already through. Pretty good fight. He uses boiled egg. Hunter not even going for the duck skip. If he didn't have Bubble Monkey, he would have gotten it. Nice. James is out. You know, if you need to make up ground, sometimes it's not worth wasting trying to get the duck to do things that it might not ever do. So Hunter just going for it through the fight. We'll see if he can get the second proto skip. He's holding up a bit. Not sure. Okay, there it goes. So I'm not sure what's going on. But nicely done. Both runners hitting the skips. Meanwhile, James is taking off. Hunter getting a free first room in Pond Cave. No spawns on the second plate. No spawns on the third plate. And then a lonely little mouse in the last section. Ooh, that mushroom. Gonna have to stutter. Nice. Should be able to do it. There you go. Wait, you gotta, sometimes when you're stuttering, you gotta wait for Bubble Monkey to catch up so you don't pull him into the thing that you're stuttering. Nicely done in the second room by Hunter. Third room giving him just as much trouble as it gave James. You don't want to see any mushrooms in here at all. His flippy floppy. that was a little dicey. I think he probably could draw those mushrooms down. Yeah, but he got the top one to go away, so that's just as good. And he's out. Not a bad Winters by Hunter at all. Nicely done. James crash landing. Hunter about to take off. Gotta watch out for spawns here as you're crawling out of the caves down below. Should be fine with the trash cans there. Grab his safety teddy. All that's left is Boogey. Got some spawns off to the right there. James getting blocked by that guy. Nice. All right, Boogie Tent. Let's see it. Gonna go for the defend BBR. Try to get that bottle rocket just as much as possible. 466. Decent amount of damage. He's gonna want a rocket, and hopefully his bottle rocket will hit as well. Nice, that should do it. GG. I was saying James probably on like a 130 or 107. Really, really good run. Basically, the only thing that really gave him any trouble was Titanic Ant. Yeah, and another really good run from James. Nicely done. Just waiting for the levels here. Should be just about done. There you have it. 107.21 by James. Incredible run. Awesome job, GG. Now let's see if Hunter can finish off strong. Because in spite of all of the stuff that's going on, Hunter is still on a really decent run. Great job, James. That was an awesome run. Not getting the teddy bear. He's just trying to go for it. I don't think he gets the teddy bear often anyway, even if he is in the lead. But he's got one more skip sandwich. He's going to pull it out. We get one more zoomy. There's a pumpkin kid down there he's got to watch out for. Nice. All right. What do you got for us, Boogie Tent? What do you got for us, Jeff? He's also a defend BBR kind of guy. Paula dying. That's pretty nice. So we don't have to watch her level ups. 482. Just gonna hope the BBR or the regular bottle rocket kills. It should. Nice. So this should be a pretty quick level up. He's gonna have a sub 110 run still, which is honestly incredible. GG. Great run by both of these two. Yeah, basically it was just kind of Frank and Frankie Stein, and then a little bit of Titanic Ant for